Hey guys, can you all hear me? Am I audible and visible? Hi everyone. Um, yeah, I guess I am visible. So, hi guys, welcome to your very first session of Plus 2 Mathematics on Vedantu Malayalam channel. So, I hope your plus one results are already out. If not, do let me know in the comment section when is your result going to be declared. Okay. So yeah, I welcome you all to our limitless series. My name is Sana Khan. I am your mathematics master teacher here, and I'll be teaching you maths for plus two. And yeah, we will be doing so many amazing things this entire year, learning every concept in detail with so many fun questions and quizzes. And basically what I decided that before we start our first chapter, why not we have our bridging session, like all the students who are moving from plus 1 to plus 2, why not we have a session where we first get an idea that what all is going to come, what all chapters are there in our plus 2 mathematics, right? So yeah, hi and welcome to all of you. Oops, electricity went. It's back. Yeah. So I know today my energy is sounding very low, and it's something not regular, but that is because I'm having a severe throat pain and fever also. So please excuse me for that, and I hope you'll enjoy today's class. All right. So, yeah, what are we going to do today? We will be discussing our class 12th math syllabus. What are the units? What are the chapters? What are you going to learn in those chapters? Okay. And some tips and tricks also for you coming your way. So, stay tuned. We will also be seeing what are the chapters which are repeated from class 11th to class 12th and give you a complete idea which chapter you have to focus first. Okay, so yeah, I hope you guys are excited and ready. Comment quickly that hashtag excited in the chat box if you are ready to rock your plus 2 as well. Okay, now in your plus 2 syllabus, you are going to have basically 6 unit. The first unit is relation and function. Second unit is algebra, which is having 10 marks. Third unit is calculus. Of course, calculus has the biggest weightage. It has 35 marks in total, and 4 to 5 chapters are there in total inside it. Then you have vectors and 3D geometry for 14 marks. Very easy, very scoring and interesting chapter. Linear programming, the smallest chapter for 5 marks and probability for 8 marks. So total you are going to have an 80 marks paper and internal assessment will be out of 20. Right? Now, looking at your class 11th and class 12 syllabus, which are the chapters repeated here and which are chapters absolutely new for you. So we have relation and function already done in class 11th, easy, and going to be a little advanced only, like the major difficult topics of this chapter have been deleted by CBSE itself. So yeah, it's going to be easy. Next is inverse trigonometric function is part of trigonometric function itself. So if you know trigonometry, inverse is going to be easier. Matrices and determinants, absolutely new concept, brand new concept for you, but very interesting chapters. They come under algebra, and once you learn them, they are very easy to go. Okay. Next, you have continuity and differentiability, application of derivatives. This is differential calculus. Now, if you have learned limits in class 11th, these two chapters are going to be easier for you. But of course, this is something, some new things also quite a lot of new things, basically maxima, minima, increasing, decreasing. These things will be new for you. But yeah, interesting chapters. Integral is one of the toughest chapter of class 12th, which causes the greatest difficulty to the students. And similarly, application of integrals are going to be one of the toughest chapters, and you should complete these chapters in the summer vacation itself. If you complete integral first, then remaining chapters are going to be very smoother for you, basically. Okay, differential equation, again part of differential calculus. Now till here it was calculus. Next is vector and 3D. Now vector is new concept, 3D is something you have already learned in class 11th. Okay, but these are very scoring and easy chapters. Next is linear programming, new concept. Probability, same old, just few new concepts. Okay, so this is your basic syllabus of class 12 mathematics. Now talking about the chapters, what do they contain and what are you going to learn from them? So our first unit, relations and function. This is something you have already heard of. You already know relations and functions. Now what are you going to learn in them? So in relations and functions chapter, only two things are there. First is the different types of relation. Other is the different type of functions. So basically there are three types of relations, four types of function. Only those are asked in the exam. It is a small chapter, easier chapter, of course. It's chapter number 1, right? Next is inverse trigonometry. Now in inverse trigonometry, you will learn about inverse of every trigonometric function, their definition, their domain, their range, their principal value branch, how their graph look like. All of this you are going to see. Okay. Next is matrices and determinants. Now what are they? They basically denotes array of objects. So whenever you want to basically store or represent a series of objects, we use matrices and determinants for that. Now in matrices, you will basically learn what are matrices, their addition, multiplication, subtraction and division, then their properties, inverse of matrix, transpose of matrix. All of this is what you are going to learn in this chapter. Now determinant is basically part 2 of matrices. So determinant of a matrix is basically there in determinants chapter. Now in this you learn to find out what are the minors, cofactors, adjoint, inverse of a square matrix. There you will learn how to use the determinant concept to check consistency and inconsistency of a number of solutions of linear equations. Okay, that is algebra for you. Next is unit number 3, calculus. Now in calculus you have differential calculus and integral calculus. Okay, so in differential calculus basically you are going to have continuity and differentiability. So in this chapter you will learn the concept of continuity, you will learn the concept of differentiability. Okay, next you are going to learn about finding derivatives of logarithmic function, exponential functions, derivatives of functions in parametric form and second order derivatives. So basically in class 11th you have learned about limits, you have learned how to differentiate a function using L'Hospital's rule. So all that differentiation concept is now going to be applied on some special functions like logarithm and exponents. Okay, next is application of derivatives. Again differentiation, application, but some new kind of application. It's not just differentiating a function, it's applying it to your real life. So where do you apply it in your real life? Okay, so yeah, in your real life you will see a rate of change of quantity. For example, volume is changing with respect to time, increasing, decreasing of a function. If we want to know whether certain value is going to just increase or just decrease in future, maxima and minima of a function, and about tangent normal too. Okay, so these are the concepts for your differential calculus. There is one more chapter, differential equation, which comes later. Before that, you have integral calculus. Now, integral calculus involves integration concept. It is absolutely new concept that you are going to learn. Differentiation opposite is basically integration. Okay, so yeah, integral calculus helps you to get the functions which were basically differentiated. Okay, now it also has application of integrals in our real life, and this chapter basically belongs to differential calculus itself. Now, differential equation is what? An equation that has differentials derivatives, like first order derivative, second order derivative. So an equation that has derivatives inside it is differential equation. In this chapter, we basically learn how to convert a differential equation into our original function equation or algebraic equation. All right. Next, super interesting, super easy chapters, vectors and 3D. Basically very scoring. Why I say this? Because these two chapters are important and easy, so obviously they are scoring for you, right? So vectors is basically quantities having magnitude and direction. We will learn about them. We will learn different type of vectors, addition of vector, multiplication of vector, position of a vector. Then we will learn about scalar dot product and vector cross product of the vectors. Okay, next is three-dimensional geometry. Now what is three-dimensional geometry? It is about three-dimensional space. So if you have x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, you have a three-dimensional space. Now in that three-dimensional space, you will have points, lines, planes. So in this chapter, basically you are going to study about them. You will study about the lines, the points and the planes. Okay, so their equations, their position, their angle, all of that. All right, next is linear programming. Now this chapter is kind of deleted by CBSE. Why kind of deleted? Because they have deleted majority of the portion from this. You are just going to learn optimization and graphical method for solution of problems in two variable. That's it. This chapter has nothing more. Okay, next and the last chapter is probability. Now in probability, you have conditional probability, a new concept for you. You have multiplication theorem, which you know already, independent events, mutually exclusive events, all the different sorts of events. And lastly, Bayes theorem. Bayes theorem is very important and a little difficult. Okay, so these are the things that you are going to learn in this chapter. All right, now coming to the point, how we are going to complete the syllabus and what are we going to do this entire year. Okay, so we have made an basic, very interesting plan for you guys, which is going to cover everything for your plus 2 preparation. Okay, hi Kevin. So we are going to complete all the NCERT topics, lecture by lecture, every chapter, PYQs asked in your board exam. Revision class is going to be conducted before every midterm, every annual, every pre-board exam. One shot classes for your quick revision. Mind maps, of course, at the last moment of revision and exam. Mind map is something which is mostly used like a formula cheat sheet for you. It will also be provided. Exam oriented classes, formula revision classes, competitive exam preparation and sure short question series also. All of this is planned in our limitless series because we want you guys to be limitless, to basically learn anything and everything that you want on this channel. Okay, now that was all about the CBSE, sorry, it was all about the syllabus of class 2, that is class 12, that is plus 2. Now let's see that some special tips that you guys should take care of while starting your plus 2 preparation. Okay, first is when you are basically deciding your goal or you are setting your timetable and schedule. First, you should put shorter and longer milestones of every subject. Why? Because if you just put shorter milestones, you will not be able to get the entire picture in your mind that how you are going to complete the syllabus. If you just put longer milestones, you will not have an idea that how you are going to complete it step by step. So have both shorter and longer milestones. Okay. Next, take up interesting gaps like solving quizzes and having a look at the sample papers and taking online tests time to time, because if you are just studying, of course you are not 100% studying. Why? Because until and unless you practice and give a test, you are never sure that whatever you have learned is correct or not, right? Next is, have smaller, clearer and measurable tasks so that you yourself don't start feeling overwhelming that oh my god, there was so much to learn, this and that to do, and I don't know how much I have done or how am I going to do. All of that is going to happen if you don't have a proper measurable, proper clear task allotted to yourself. Don't give too much task, don't give too less task. You should have a good idea that how many chapters, how many topics should be completed in how many days to have your full syllabus completed. Okay. Now, of course, your task list, your timetable should be motivating and achievable, because if it is not achievable, you will never get the motivation to even start studying. Or even if you start studying, you will lose it in between and you'll back out. You'll be like, oh my god, I can't do this. So, have a proper achievable task only, which directly will motivate you to study. It will force you to study, that you can do it, you'll have that feeling. Okay. Next is, focus on core topics now itself, from the starting itself, because everybody feels that if we just practice variety of question, we will be able to do anything. But the core, the understanding of the topic is most important thing. Why? Because your exam is not going to be based on a certain pattern every year. Every year you see new type of questions come, new type of syllabus is changed, or the pattern changes. Even this year in KEAM exam, the students observed that the difficulty level of the paper changed. So if it will change, but if you know the topic, you understand it, you have the hold of the core topic, you'll be able to solve any type of question. You don't need to worry that have I done this type of question or not, right? Next, generate interest in subjects by actively participating in the class. This is very, very important. Okay, why is this very, very important? Suppose I'm going to take relations and functions classes from tomorrow, right? By the way, everybody please note down, tomorrow, okay, tomorrow 7 p.m. we have relations and functions, lecture 1. Okay, so don't miss that out. Now, suppose that I take the lecture tomorrow. I'm teaching. You are listening. You are not asking question. You are not participating in the class. Participating in sense, if I ask that, can anyone tell me what is relation? And you're like, somebody will tell. So if you're not actively participating in the class, there will come a time when you will get bored of the class. You will get bored of the topic. Okay, fine, I'm understanding. It's not that interesting. You'll feel like that. So participation is very important. Okay. Hi Muhammad. Hi Harpita. So I am going to actively ask questions from you. You should actively answer the questions to me, ask doubts, interact in the class, because I am never afraid of interaction. So you should also never be afraid of interaction or asking questions or basically answering question. What if you are wrong? It's okay. Who's going to judge you? Nobody. I'm not going to say, oh, he answered incorrectly. Nobody cares. Okay. Only you care. So just participate actively in every school classes, online classes, so that the subject becomes interesting to you and you get the focus on study. Okay. Can you give a solution for procrastination? Of course I can. The best solution for procrastination is take one step at a time. What does that mean, Kevin? It means that we procrastinate when we feel the task is so big. How to start, where to end, what to do. These are the questions that we get in our mind. So, just take one small step at a time. Okay, that one small step can be, suppose you don't feel like studying. That is the most procrastinating thing we do. We don't want to study. So just think that, okay, I will not study. Let me just attend Sana ma'am's class. Let me just participate in that class and let's see if I enjoy it or not. Automatically, if you interact in the class, you solve questions, you'll feel interested in the class and you will complete one topic, one lecture, one chapter, like that. So it's like you take one step from your side, the universe will take 10 more steps from its own side. Okay, so the best way to avoid procrastination is just think that you are not focusing on the bigger picture, that all about +2, all about competitive exam preparation. You are not focusing on that. You're just focusing on taking a small step. Okay, I'll just learn first chapter, I'll not do anything else. Okay, I'll just learn a chemistry one topic, nothing else. Just give small tasks to you and you'll automatically start feeling interested. Okay, guys. So, yeah, that was all about today. I just wanted to give you guys an idea that what all topics, what all chapters are there in your +2 syllabus and what are the things you are going to learn. Okay, of course, I imagined it to be a more enthusiastic and exciting class, but I'm so sorry, I'm not well today, and that's why the energy is automatically low. But I promise I'm taking all the medicines, all the cough syrups and everything, and I'll try to be bouncing back tomorrow with your relations and functions, lecture number 1. Okay, so yeah, if you are new on the channel, don't forget to subscribe. You are going to get maths, physics, chemistry, biology, regular +2 lectures on this channel. All the exam tips, study tips, every kind of competitive exam preparation, everything on this channel of Vedantu Malayalam, just for you guys. Okay, so do subscribe, and if you enjoyed today's video, hit on the like button quickly. Okay, thank you so much for joining the class. I hope you have joined our Telegram channel. How many of you are there on our Telegram channel? If you are there, it's great. You are updated with all the notifications and the notes. If you're not there, quickly scan this code because you will get all your notes on Telegram only. All the assignments, all the extra questions, all the extra tips, notification, everything on Telegram only. So join it quickly. Okay. Arpita is already there. Great, Arpita. So guys, that's all for today, but I have one task for you. Quickly let me know in the comment section, did you guys find today's session useful, and did you get an idea of what is going to come in your class 12? Do let me know in the comment section. Also, what all things you want to see on this channel are welcomed. Do let us know in the comment section. Thank you guys. See you tomorrow. Relations and functions, lecture number 1. Bye bye. Take care. Bye everybody. Bye.